Hello, everyone, for our progress and the world progress as well. So, today I am with my friend Nurgul Kazan. She was a management partner. She was doing management stuff, and then she got enlightened and she found her voice. Sometimes we need to figure out who is talking to us. This is our inner self, but we need to clean to reach that point. What do you say, Nurgul?
Exactly. A good start, definitely. And it's all within, but we have many voices inside.
Exactly.
So I help to distinguish, is it a good voice or is it the subconscious voice? Is it an external energy? It is so confusing because we are so loud here.
Yeah.
It's like unbelievable. Like we need to sort it out. And I help those who got lost here a little bit.
Yeah. In my journey, it was like sometimes, I was a higher achiever and my inner voice was a little bit loud. So it was like programming me, hey, you know what? Oh, you need to achieve this. And I was
Yeah.
after that all the time, going to Cambridge and then Harvard. And I was like, I get in that scholarship. Yeah. And what is next? Nobel Prize? Oh, then one day I was looking at my screen in my laboratory at Harvard. What am I doing here? I'm just looking at the screen, looking at the data coming from the people. I don't have any idea about their stories. They are
Mhm.
mystery for me, and I'm trying to help them solve their problems. All my research was going around helping people memory issues like cognitive processes, Alzheimer's disease, those kind of things. And one day I got enlightened through that voice coming from within, and it was telling me that, Ezra, what are you doing here?
Yes, exactly.
You need to go out and make that social impact, but social impact. Okay, you can make the impact through science, but I can make even bigger, even more effective impact through touching people in person. And
Exactly.
my path just took me to here, right
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
That's awesome because you listen to that voice.
Exactly. It was like so much resistance coming from my side because I was like, I put so much effort here. My anterior mid-cingulate cortex was so active. I was like putting effort, putting discipline, putting the work. And I'm like, oh, I came all the way to up. I can't leave it. The ego
Yeah,
mind is,
yeah,
talking to you. You can't leave it like that. You got it
yeah,
all.
exactly,
Okay,
exactly.
yeah. Yeah.
And then you have the inner conflict.
Exactly. I needed to clean my limiting beliefs. And then,
Yeah.
yeah,
Welcome to the club.
thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to be a member of this club.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, we're going to talk about exactly this kind of topics right now, right? Today, in this
Yay.
conversation, we're going to cover shifting our reality and creating a new paradigm shift, let's say.
Yes, exactly.
So, let them
Yes.
know your paradigm shift.
Yes, yes, yes. I love this wording is definitely. So I want to start about our dreams, which we have. Like, when you daydream and you think of being somewhere else or driving a different car, living in a different place, doing a different job. So these are the desires of our soul. Our soul knows its plan. Our soul know why we are here. But then, of course, we are in this human body a little bit trapped. And this being trapped is about not in a negative way, but it is reality that we have the subconscious and that we have the brain and all this. So the thing is, how do I realize these dreams? How do I manifest those? So the thing is that people think it is too complicated. People think it is too easy. So there is a lot of wishy-washy information out there. So people don't know, is it now easy or is it not easy? On what do I have to work now? So people make themselves crazy, and at one point they lose hope.
Yeah.
So I want to start with the issue of being aware of what holds you back from your dreams. It is mostly fear of something. And this fear of something goes back to limiting beliefs. Yeah, I'm afraid to be rejected because I don't deserve love. So I try to avoid this. So my request from people right now nowadays is during this awakening phase to see and to be honest with themselves that they understand, realize, and see what is the problem here.
Yeah, and just like you said, we have our mind and we have our body, and we are sort of trapped if we
Yeah,
listen. I'm a cognitive scientist, so basically, I know that mind is a tool, but we
exactly.
take it as the reality. It's just a story creating machine. And we believe in sometimes dead people's ideas. It's funny
Yeah,
because you know,
yeah,
we are like holding on to those beliefs from the people who are not alive anymore. And we create
yeah, yeah,
our reality in today's world looking at those lives and we are trying to create our future looking at our own past, our own memories, which cannot be true at the moment
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
sometimes we even forgot that that was the past and there will be a future, and if we try to build our future upon our past, then we are stuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because the subconscious has no sense for time or mind.
Yeah,
Also, like it's always now. Our mind, our subconscious is always in the now. It has no sense for time, and this is why we, as you said, get stuck and we fight in our mind about something which happened maybe 3 days ago, but it's not real anymore. I always say the only one and reality is this very moment.
yeah,
So not even the moment where we started exists right now, but this very moment where I look into your eyes and speak right now these words.
yeah.
And these are the superpowers of humans, which we miss, unfortunately.
Exactly, the power of now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Easily said, but not easy to also realize or put it into the realization, but it takes time. But when you are once aware of the power of now, then you understand you can use the quantum field more effectively.
Exactly. And through even entanglement. For example, in time perception, we think that there is a past, there is a future, there is a now. We make it separate. However, it's actually happening all the things at the same time. And when we realize it, even though, we think that it will happen in future, because the body needs time, the density in physical form is more than our thoughts and our feelings, especially. So when we project our future without knowing that it's actually happening at the same time, it's actually happening now. Then, when we realize that, it is so much easier for us to actually tap into that feature, that possibility, because we are
Yes,
infinite possibilities and we
yes.
are. We have that free will to choose. The most important word is here, like choosing. Just choose, tap into that feature you want to create in your reality right here,
Yeah,
right now. And then
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
magic happens.
Yeah.
And you clear out your limiting beliefs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just thinking when you were saying that, and I say also the same. I like sign that what you are saying. But the thing is, if I would watch this video like 5 years ago, I would be so mad and saying like it is so easier said than done. Like just choose and just da, da, da. Like I'm not mocking, but you know what I mean here. Like how is this possible? Like you feel so stuck here in this very moment. So I always say get professional help from the outside. You cannot do it by yourself, unfortunately. It's too messy in our heads. The problem is, the people feel like a failure.
Oh, yeah.
Like you and me, we make it and everyone else is failing. Like those who can't do it, they are just failing. And this is like,
Yeah,
very unfair,
exactly.
unfair feeling for them.
Let's give them a secret. It can be done for anybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm a mind scientist. I'm a psychotherapist. So I see this in my clients, in so many people, in my friend circle. Thank God, my friend circle is like creators, manifestors. We see them every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's possible for everybody.
It's not
Yeah.
destiny.
Yeah.
Like it is not destiny in a way of that the creator chose those. Yeah, you can manifest, but you can't. There is no rule like that.
You bet, girl. You can't manifest.
Yeah, exactly. You're punished. You are not allowed to manifest anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm so glad that you mentioned about that because some people think that they're punished. It's a
Mm-hmm.
punishment for them.
I thought the same, by the way.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
blame themselves. They are like, oh, it doesn't work for me
yeah,
because
exactly.
you think that you should be punished. You should not deserving it. And you should be away from that. And you are not the one. You are separate. So
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
separate yourself, if you see yourself in guilt, in shame, in fear, those are like very low emotional vibrations actually. Even
Exactly.
science says that when you observe mind through the scientific tools like EEGs, MRI scans, even science, even the research tells that
Exactly.
yeah, that emotions actually create another frequency in your body, in your mind. And it prevents us to create our own reality in good terms, in our terms.
Yeah, what you said it so beautifully, and the beauty is that you say it in a psychology way as well, not in a spiritual way only,
Yeah.
because this is a little bit missing, like the mix between psychology and spirituality, and this is also people are so yeah confused in their heads, I would say, with
Yeah,
everything. So it's I love the our combination.
I'm glad we have that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Some people need it still because they are not connected to their intuition yet, to
Yeah.
their soul.
Yeah.
Because when you start connecting to your soul and spirit, then you don't need evidence at all because you are the evidence itself.
Exactly.
Because you experience every day some magic, which is so powerful that you think like, wow,
Yeah,
this
you're the
is it.
living
Like,
proof.
you don't need evidence because it's the truth. You don't need anyone to tell you it's the truth because you just know. How do you know? You just know. You don't know even how to explain.
Yeah.
How do you know or me that God exists? For some, he doesn't exist. I
Mhm.
respect that.
Yeah.
For me, he does exist. Even if the whole world would stand in front of me, telling me that God doesn't exist, okay, it doesn't matter. I know what I know. When people are getting there, then they know manifestation is possible, energy is there, and there is much more beyond, and you start co creating with them.
It requires so much limiting belief cleaning because mind always interfere our intuition. Once those limiting beliefs get silenced, you feel
Yeah, yeah.
it. It's a knowing that can't be explained. I always say that the distance between a human being and that source is the person beliefs.
Exactly.
We can choose to believe it is inside of us. We can put it,
Beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
we can put it outside of ourselves, and we can say there is no. We can say there is more. We can say there is all. It is all. Our mind is a story machine, the meaning machine. The meaning of life for me, there is no meaning, but we create that meaning. We give that meaning to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, you speak so beautifully, and like we measure. This is the problem. Like, for example, you give a meaning to something. You say, my cup is like this. This is my consciousness, and this is my consciousness of God as well. Some people have it like this. Some people have it this. And when they listen, for example, for you, and then they say, oh, she has it, I don't have it. Or like, what does she mean with like, we overcomplicate things in general. We make it just too overcomplicated, and then like we create our own mess, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is not the ultimate truth. The truth
Yes,
can,
it's
can differ.
individual.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
truth can differ for individually. Like for
Yes.
each person, it can be different. And it's so good because it means that that world is actually upon the free will. We choose. Our mind chooses
Yeah.
and create
Exactly.
reality. For example, a client of mine recently told me that I don't know what I want. I don't know what to want. I was like, okay, that means that you are in your freeze response. Because if you want something, it requires action. Because it is the
Yeah.
physical manifestation, physical density, the density between the thoughts and between the physical processes is different. So when we choose to create that, it requires action and it requires change. It requires us to change, our surrounding, our environment to change.
Subconscious hates change
Ooh, it's dangerous.
a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good process because otherwise, like, we would feel ourselves in danger all the time. So basically,
Yeah, yeah,
conscious tries to protect us. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
do you choose protection over creation? It's your choice
Yes,
again.
yes, definitely. Growth and everything comes to when you get out of your comfort zone. So, and this is where the conflict starts. The subconscious says, no, I want to stay in this comfort zone, but your soul wants to explore, to improve, to grow. But this is not possible in the comfort zone. This is what people don't understand. They don't understand that growth is only possible out of their comfort zone. But this is like, yeah, then the laziness starts, the procrastination starts. Oh, I will do it later starts. And then going to social media, looking at it on, oh, look, she did this, they did this, da da da. Yeah, you can do it too when you get out of your couch and do things and get into action.
Do you have those kind of stories from your own life or from your clients? Like, they make it something with a choice.
My biggest choice was to quit my job
Hmm.
and to move to Dubai.
Yeah.
And this was the biggest comfort zone shift.
Yeah.
Biggest. I swear I was about to have a panic attack in the supermarket when I first came to Dubai. And I was standing there and everything was in dirhams and I come from Eurozone and everything was Arabic. And I was standing and I said to myself literally, what did you do? You can't go back now. You sold everything. You like also closed like your apartment and everything. You can't go back. Like, what did you do? And this, my subconscious freaked out. And at that very moment in the supermarket, there was no one else. And I just quickly closed my eyes and I said, okay, now I imagine that I have God at my back. He has my back and he's there. He made me come here. So somehow he will take care of me. Then I took like three deep breaths and I said, okay, calm down. And then I continued shopping. But if I wouldn't be that aware, probably I would have a panic attack. Like,
People think that people like us don't have any problems in their life. We face challenges, but we manage to change them. I see it as an alchemy process. It's happening energetically because take emotions. There are like neurochemical, electromagnetic field. It's happening in our
yes,
brain, inside of our brain. Like neurons communicate to each other through neurotransmitters and it creates some electrical power. And this is an energy. I'm like, okay, it's if it's happening in that energetical way, I can create counter energy.
yeah,
I neutralize it and I can
yeah,
make it even better. I have some sort of sources, for example, ancestors. I lean on my ancestor. I'm like, I'm coming from
yes,
resilient
yes,
people. My ancestor would be proud of me because I am taking the flag and going forward.
yes, yes, exactly. And doing it even better.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we stop ourselves because we think our ancestors, like we have to honor them by staying low profile like them, for example. So if they are coming from a low profile, let's say,
so true.
it is like we continue the pattern here, but they don't want us. Like when I have channelings like this and the ancestors come from this person, they say like she has our blessings, she shall rise and she shall move and she shall be more richer than us, more wealthier. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But this is like we think our subconscious thinks now my family was poor, I have to be poor as well. Maybe a little bit better, but not that much.
Yeah, it is betrayal. Subconscious
Exactly.
perceives as a betrayal. And if I
Yes.
betray my family, I will be alone.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. So these are all the aspects which needs to be solved and sorted out before we can properly manifest. Otherwise, it will be just playing around, losing time, nothing else.
Yeah.
If someone doesn't look, if someone doesn't work on their subconscious limiting beliefs, they will never, I don't like the word never, but in that case, I dare to say they will never change their lives.
Yeah.
Not possible. Look
True.
at
Yeah.
those hundreds of millions of people who have the same life over and over again.
Yeah.
They complain, but they don't do anything and they just live it by complaining and by staying in the victim role.
Yeah, because complaining creates more victimization. I would like to give another secret to our audience. The word even is a secret word because when we say, I'm gonna make it better,
Mm-hmm.
That means you tell yourself you are screwing up
Not,
already.
yeah,
You are doing it so wrong. You're blaming yourself. But when
that's
you,
very good point.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you say even better, you tell yourself that I am already doing it better. I'm
Yes,
doing it
yes, yes.
good terms.
Wow. I
But
love it.
yeah, I'm gonna do it even better. Make it
Yeah, yeah,
even better. Enough gratitude because it's already good.
yeah.
I'm thankful
I,
for that.
exactly. I always also say, like, how does it even get better than this?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good, and how does it get even better?
Yes, exactly. And I sometimes tell that if I'm like busy, I just say one quick sentence. Put me in awe. Put me in
Wow.
awe. Make me surprised with amazing things, with magnificent things, because the world is a benevolent being. It's so
Yes.
abundant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It can give
Yeah.
you. There's no
So
limit.
true. Surprise me. That's a good thing,
Yeah,
actually. Yeah, yeah. So really, I hope that these kind of insights helps people to see where their lack is, their limiting belief is, and to make them know without changing them, manifestation and life-changing things are not going to happen.
exactly. If they feel stuck, we are here to help through our
Yeah,
group facilitation, one-on-one processes. We are here to help. We are happy to help.
yeah.
Our
Because
mission is help.
been there, done that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Amazing.
this is like stop victimizing yourself and take action. This is my last word here.
Exactly. Victim, manifester, soul creation process. Like these are like step by step, like four processes. That
Exactly.
ego integration and becoming one with the universe, with that
Yes.
power, and creating, co-creating with that power. That's
Yes.
the key.
Yes.
If you want happiness, if you want intimacy, if you want relationship, if you want quality life, if you want abundance in money, in anything, this is the secret.
And I sign again.
Thank you for coming here.
Yes, likewise. Thank you for the invitation. I hope for those who watch this, it was enlightening for them.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you.